Darlings, welcome back. Today we are talking all of the products that I have finished in 2021 so far. We've got skincare, makeup, hair care, miscellaneous fragrance, a little bit of everything. Look, I know Empty's content's not like trendy anymore. I get that feeling, but I love Empty's content. I love nostalgic YouTube relic content. And I also think that it's a really great way to get an understanding of what people are really loving and using and repurchasing. All right, so let's start with skincare. Some makeup removers. I've got here the Bioderma Sensibio H2O. This is an ever-occurring product in all of my Empties videos. I've been using it for years. It's a powerful but gentle makeup remover, and I like it for kind of makeup fixes, or maybe if I'm just really exhausted after a long day and I don't want to do the whole cleansing oil situation. Bioderma obviously will repurchase forever and ever. While we're on the topic of cleansing oils, I've got here the Tatcha One Step Camellia Cleansing Oil. This was beautiful. Such a luxury. It's a luxury skincare purchase, and it's more of a viscous cleansing oil than some of the other ones I've tried. So it was really nice for massage, and I think probably better suited maybe to a drier skin type. I won't be rushing out to repurchase it because there are so many cleansing oils that I do enjoy, but I certainly did enjoy using that one. La Roche-Posay Waterproof Eye Makeup Remover. This is one of those dual phase eye makeup removers that you shake. I liked this and I finished it, and I'd probably repurchase it, but I think I prefer the oil-free eye makeup remover from Neutrogena, another dual phase. I find this one it performs so well. I love it. Oh, I've got another eye makeup remover here actually. This is the Nivea Daily Essentials Double Effect Eye Makeup Remover, another dual phase one. Enjoyed it. Like I enjoy all of them. I'd probably go the Neutrogena. Let's move on to some cleansers. I've got here, two of the IS Clinical Cleansing Complex. I love this cleanser. It's a gel cleanser. It's basic. Doesn't smell weird. Doesn't have any weird films. Doesn't, irritate or dry out my skin. It does apparently have a little bit of a resurfacing ingredient, but I just find it to be a really nice, gentle gel cleanser that I used throughout my Accutane experience, and I found that it was really gentle on my skin. The only thing is it's kind of expensive. And every time I go to repurchase it, I've got the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser, another cleanser that I really enjoyed. It's actually pretty similar to the IS Clinical Cleansing Complex, except it's got a little bit more of like a rose or a cucumber scent. I called it rose and everyone was like, it's not rose, it's cucumber. I'm sorry. Is it rose or cucumber? Maybe it's rose and cucumber. Anyway, Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. I really did enjoy that, and I would 100% repurchase. If I was at Sephora and I needed a cleanser, that would probably be one of my first picks. I've also got the Kylie Cosmetics Foaming Face Wash. It's in one of these kind of aeration pumps, which allows the product to create this beautiful big lather without having to use really harsh surfactants. So I did find it to be really gentle. I've tried numerous cleansers in this format with this packaging, and they're all kind of the same to me. They're all perform in a similar way. So there are probably cheaper alternatives is what I'm saying. I've also got here the Benzac Benzoyl Peroxide Wash. So this was actually something that I picked up before I went on Accutane in an attempt to treat my acne. Benzoyl peroxide did nothing for me. Absolutely zero. It just sort of dried out my skin, but certainly an ingredient to try if you are looking to treat acne. By the way, if you see these, this is just my neurotic showing. Just disregard. More cleansers. We've got here the Bioderma Sensibio Soothing Micellar Cleansing Foaming Gel. This I loved. I thought it was just the perfect medium in a cleanser, not too foamy, very gentle. Use this during Accutane, absolutely no irritation at all. If I was going to Priceline, that would be something that I would be repurchasing. I've also got the BB Crystal Clear Cleansing Gel. This is a brand that they sell at Sephora, and I loved almost everything about this cleanser. I loved the texture, I loved how much it foamed, it rinsed really clean, it was gentle, but it has a smell, oh my gosh, it has a smell of rosemary that's like so overpowering to me. On to moisturizers. I've got here the Skin Recovery Cream by Avène. I really squeeze every last drop out of that. I featured this in my skincare that I always repurchase video, which I will put on the screen here. That is the side. Great moisturizer. one of the best, I might say. It has a very bland formula. So it's wonderful if I'm experiencing some sort of dermatitis. It doesn't irritate my skin. It just moisturizes and sort of nothing else, which when your skin is irritated or compromised, I think that's exactly what you need. I will always have a bottle of the Skin Recovery Cream in my collection. Have repurchased this so many times, can't even count. I've got the Dr. Barbara Sturm Face Cream. This was one of the minis in the, I think, Christmas sets, but I have actually finished an entire tub of this. It's absurdly expensive. If I was repurchasing, I probably wouldn't repurchase, even though it is a beautiful product. It's just the price isn't really justified to me. This is actually the last moisturizer that I finished, the Laneige Radiance C Cream. Love this. I used it throughout my Accutane experience, and I can't say much in terms of the radiance factor. I didn't really notice much of that, but I thought that it was so soothing and hydrating. It's got a little bit more of a dimethicone finish, which I actually am enjoying in my moisturizers now, a little bit of dimethicone. I feel like it's occlusive. It helps to keep the hydration in. So to speak, would repurchase that. Got the Antipodes Baptist H2O Ultra Hydrating Water Gel. This is like a very, almost like a jelly style moisturizer. And I loved this when I was oily, when I had a little bit more of an oilier skin type. It's so refreshing and light. Like I love a jelly moisturizer. You guys know this. So I won't be repurchasing this because I no longer have oily skin, but if you do, very much worth a try. Love Antipodes, love. Let's talk about SPF. I'm pretty sure that I finished 2 of these, but I cannot find the other one. This is the Ultraviolet SPF 50 Queen Screen Lightweight Sunscreen. This is another one that I featured in my skincare I will always repurchase video. It's a very glossy kind of SPF. I think this one is going to be better suited to the drier skins out there. If you wait 10 or so minutes, the glossiness will settle down a little bit. So I like to apply it, go make my coffee, maybe do a little bit of an errand, and then come back and apply my makeup. Otherwise, it tends to be a little bit shifty and a little bit slidey. If you do have a drier skin type, it makes for a beautiful base for makeup. It really, because it's another one that has a lot of silicons in it, it really smooths over the pores and makes the skin look really beautiful and dewy and juicy. I've also got the Everyday Humans Resting Beach Face SPF 30. I love this as well. This has a little bit more of a traditional lotion texture, and it's very lightweight, 0 white cast, I agree. The only thing that I found with this one is sometimes it peeled. If I was applying certain other products on top of it, I would find that it would sort of roll off the skin and peel on the skin. But I still would repurchase it because I enjoyed it and my skin enjoyed it also. The Pai Rosehip Bioregenerate Oil. I've repurchased this so many times. I think, that's a big claim. I think this might be one of my all-time favorite oils. When you purchase it new, you'll see that the oil is really quite dark and rich and potent in color. And one of the ladies at Pai told me that that's because they use cold press methods to extract the oil, and it really keeps the potency of the oil. If you're looking for a great oil, that's one that I always have in my collection. Currently, I'm on Sunday Riley Juno, which I'm very much enjoying, but I will repurchase Pai. This is the first vitamin C serum that I have liked enough to finish. This is the Youth to the People 15% vitamin C and clean caffeine energy serum. It has a beautiful texture. It didn't cause any like graininess or orange palms or all the other things that we associate with vitamin C serums. It's very cosmetically elegant. It layered really beautifully. I am going to repurchase this because I enjoyed using it. I just wonder, it's difficult for me to ascertain exactly what this serum was doing because my skin type was changing so rapidly at the time, but I will repurchase and report back. Let's talk a little bit about exfoliants. The Alpha H Liquid Gold. This is a glycolic acid liquid exfoliant, and it's one of the OGs. Liquid Gold was around, but before the craze, the exfoliating toner craze, and it is really one of the best. Definitely strong. This is up there with your P50s, I think, your Biologique Recherche P50 in its strength. So definitely for chemical exfoliant pros. This is for those of you. I will not be repurchasing this right now because I just don't have a need for a strong exfoliant like that, especially because my skin type has changed. A chemical exfoliant that I would repurchase is the Neogen BioPeel Wine. This is a Korean product. I purchased it first when I went to Korea, but I love this because it's so gentle. I've never experienced irritation from this product. It's like a little pad with a solution that you run over your face, rinse it off after 5 or 10 minutes, and just glowing skin, no irritation, no flakiness. Love that. Oh, a classic. Dermalogica Skin Hydrating Mask. I have got, you guys, I can't even tell you how many of these that I've gone through. Here, I've got a new one sitting here on my filming table. It's just one of the best moisturizing products ever. It's got a dense gel kind of consistency. I put a really thick layer on and I go to sleep, and in the morning it's like new skin. It makes my skin really happy, and I would recommend this specifically for dehydrated skin types because it's like the Omorovicza Ultra More Mud Mask. I enjoyed this mud mask, but I think if I was repurchasing something from this brand, I would do the Radiance mask. That one to me gave me like real results, whereas the mud mask was a bit nice. You guys, I know I'm now at an age where it would be not a bad idea for me to use an eye cream. I'm not anti-eye cream. It's just that I don't get them. Like, I've never tried an eye cream and thought, oh yes, that eye cream is for me. Yeah, they're just sort of all a little bit meh to me. I've got two here. The Peter Thomas Roth Unwrinkle Eye Concentrate, which was a kind of cream consistency. Nice. Moisturized my eye area. Wouldn't repurchase. And then I've got the Murad Retinol Youth Eye Serum. I did like the serum texture a little bit more than the cream texture. And it also moisturized my eye area. Am I missing something? I don't know, you guys tell me. What are your favorite eye creams? And do they legitimately make a difference to your under eye area? Tell me in the comments. The Clearasil Rapid Action Pimple Cream. See, spot treatments, like eye creams, are they doing anything? Are they like, is it legitimately worth the hassle and the money? I don't know. I thought this one resounding meh. I've got a product here from Zit Sticker. They're most well known for their zit stickers, little stickers that you put on your zit, and I think they work to improve the healing of your blemish and also prevent scarring. I do think that those work. These are the Microdart Blur Patches for dark spots. These were designed not for blemishes, but rather little stickers to help with post-acne pigmentation. I'm sure the science is solid, but I just didn't really notice anything, and I wouldn't repurchase them. Also, I do find that the Zit Sticker packaging tends to be a bit plastic heavy unnecessarily. Lip balm. I have so many opinions about lip balm. So many opinions, in fact, that I did a whole video comparing 40 lip balms. I'm gonna link that on the screen. The lip balm that I finished the most is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I have two minis, great for handbags, and one of the big ones that I keep by my bed. This is the most used lip balm, I think, for me through my isotretinoin and Accutane journey. Like, I've tested so many lip balms, and to me, it doesn't really get much better than this. I put on a thick layer overnight and it will solve most issues, and I've had lip issues on Accutane, and the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask is just, everything I want and more. I also really enjoy the lip balms from Bite Beauty. I have here the Agave Lip Balm, the daytime lip balm, and also the Agave Lip Mask that I've finished. This, Bite Beauty used to formulate these with lanolin, and they've now reformulated to a vegan formula without lanolin. I liked the old formula, and I like the new formula. I think that they did it justice. So I will be repurchasing Bite Beauty lip balms. I've also got here the Marc Jacobs Beauty Coconut Lip Oil. Loved this so much. I love this so much. And it didn't even make it into my top 5 in the video, which just goes to show how much I love lip balm. Yeah, for sure I would repurchase that. It's like a dense gel texture, and it just, instantly soothing. Loved it. I've also got the Rodin Oleo Lusso, another lip balm that I just took so much pleasure in. It had like a little pink circle when you first purchase it, and it has a more traditional wax and oil kind of texture, a more traditional old school balm, and the packaging and the experience really just gave me a lot of pleasure. Yeah, I would be repurchasing that lip balm. One more lip balm. This is the Tom Ford Universal Lip Balm. This was something like $70. I love this lip balm, okay? And one day I might black out and repurchase it online. The day is not today. I love the way it smells. I love the way it made my lips look. The bullet is a work of art. When I would take this out, people would ask me about it. So where does a lip balm get you that kind of interest and praise? People know. People know it's the good stuff. I might repurchase. Okay. I just want to take this moment to let you guys know that if you are in Australia, in Priceline, they have now TerraCycle bins, which allows you to recycle things that you might not be able to recycle otherwise, like pumps. So check out your local Priceline store and you can do some of your more niche recycling there. Let's move on to makeup. I've got here the Armani Lasting Silk UV Foundation. It takes me forever to finish a foundation. I don't know why. This took me like over a year. This formula I thought had been discontinued. I mourned, I got upset, I had a tantrum, but it's now still available in places in like 2 shades. So if you want to try Lasting Silk, get in quick. Who knows how long it's going to be around. I also have here from Armani the To Go Cushion Compacts. I like the shade 4 and I use the shade 5 to do a little bit of bronzing around the perimeters of my face. I've gone through so many of these compacts, I'm sure I will repurchase, but for a moment, I'm kind of enjoying playing with some of my other formulas. So I'm not rushing out to repurchase it, even though this foundation is a holy grail. Another cushion foundation, this is the YSL Fusion Ink Cushion Foundation in the shade 50, which is, again, is something that I would use to kind of bronze the perimeters of my face. I love using a darker cushion for that purpose because it gives you a really seamless, kind of beautiful blend. You can't see where the bronzer begins or where it ends. And I would repurchase that one, but I have a funny feeling that that might have been discontinued. I have 2 concealers, the Tarte Shape Tape. I don't actually ever really finish this as much as it just gets really gross and starts to smell funny. This is a great photogenic kind of concealer. It's still the kind of thing that I would gravitate towards if I was doing something like photography work. Although it feels a little bit heavy for my day-to-day lockdown activities. But I think I'll always have one in my collection for those special occasion photographic events. It's a classic. I've also got here the Revlon Youth Fix Fill and Blur Concealer. This has a sponge tip applicator, which don't know how I feel about that. But the product itself is a sheer to medium silicone heavy concealer. And I found that it was really nice for sort of brightening up the face, just pat it in with fingers. And it really does help to kind of smooth the pores. It's similar actually to the Maybelline Age Rewind. I have here one of the Boots number 7 lip liners, and this is in the shade Melon. This is got a little bit left, but I can smell that. I can smell that that has turned. The Boots number 7 lip liners are amazing. If you have access to them, I'm jealous. This is the Fenty sponge. I loved this thing. I love the angles. I love the flat edge. One day I noticed that it was dispersing sponge all over my face, and I look closely and it has all of these splits in it, and I feel like I haven't owned it for that long, so I will not be repurchasing the Fenty sponge. I will go Beauty Blender again, unless there's a better option than Beauty Blender. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. People ask me like, how do you finish so many mascaras? I don't know. The Hourglass Caution Mascara, love. This is a really good all-rounder, gives lots of volume, length, separation. It's really black. It's so black. The only thing is I find that this doesn't last as long as other people claim it does. It gets a bit smudgy on me. The Kosas Big Clean Mascara, I thought that this made my lashes look really beautiful and fluffy. It just didn't have great longevity for me, and I won't be repurchasing. The MAC Bold Bad Black Lash. So this actually has 2 wands contained in there, one for the upper lashes and one for the lower lashes. In theory, great idea. In practice, this doesn't actually deposit any product on the lashes. The Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir. This is a classic. I've repurchased this many times. It's a great volumizing mascara that doesn't get too clumpy, and I find that the longevity is good for a loaded mascara look. The Guerlain La Petite Robe Noire. Listen, I never want this from my mascara. Why do they do this? I don't want some sort of weapon to be approaching my eyeball. Oh, a really good drugstore option, the L'Oreal Telescopic Extra Black. This is a comb style wand. So definitely more about the separation, but really black and really long wearing. 100% would repurchase that. The Pat McGrath Labs Dark Star Mascara, I actually have two, a full size and a smaller size. I think this mascara is brilliant. It's one of the standouts for me over the past few years. It's got that nice natural fiber, bristly wand, gives you really fluffy lashes, really buildable, and I found the longevity to be good. Good, not great. Same goes for the Fenty Full Frontal. Good longevity, not great, but I do find that this gives me the most beautiful, fluffy, separated lashes without getting kind of globby on the ends. And I'm seeing actually a trend in mascaras, newer mascaras. We're seeing some more innovations in the shape of the wand. So this one has a little bit of a flattened shape, which you can experiment and kind of rotate as you apply, and you get a slightly different effect. So if you apply with the flat side, it deposits more product, whereas if you apply with the thin side, it's more of a combing effect. And I do think that it functions and it works. It's not just, for marketing purposes. A mascara that I didn't love, and I feel like I've heard everyone talk good things about the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. I just could not get into this at all. It gave me 3 large lashes. It's smudged. Yeah. I just totally missed the hype on that. Lucky last, and probably my favorite, the Huda Beauty Legit Lashes. Specifically, the curling side has a plastic wand comb, but it really just separates each individual lash, and the longevity on this one is amazing. I can wear it during PT, get super smudgy and sweaty, and it still doesn't run. All right, let's talk hair. I've got a few hair bits and bobs. This is the Aveda Botanical Repair Shampoo and Mask. I love the way Aveda products smell. That kind of natural spa, essential oil smell, that's what I want in my hair. The formulas are really lovely as well. I did find that I kind of went through them faster than I would some of my other less plant-powered hair care brands, but I do love Aveda and I would repurchase it. I've also got here the Christoph Robin Color Shield Shampoo. This had a really big foam. It was really pleasant to use, but it's not memorable enough for me to be thinking that I should repurchase it. And then I've got the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day. I feel like in my mind, I think of Living Proof as a really great brand and something that I would repurchase, but actually I don't think I've loved any Living Proof product enough to repurchase. It's a silicone-free brand, and maybe that's where they lose me. But if you like your silicone-free products, that's a brand to check out. I've got here the Tresemme Instant Refresh Dry Shampoo. This is amazing. It's the perfect amount of grit, but not too gritty. Great for styling, great for refreshing hair. Would 100% repurchase. And then I have the Way Memory Mist. So this is a product that I would use prior to curling my hair, almost like a hairspray before you curl your hair to prolong the life of your curls. And it does work. It does provide hold. It's a little bit redundant to me. I feel like you could use any hairspray, in lieu. All right, let's move on to Misk. The Beauty Chef Collagen Inner Beauty Boost. So this is got fermented probiotic ingredients, and it's meant to support collagen production. Someone asked me, what differences do you see when you use this? I use this on a Tuesday afternoon with my soda water, and I sit on my balcony and pretend like I'm having a cocktail. And it's really tasty. It's really pleasant to drink. And it became sort of a nice part of my routine. So although I'm not noticing massive differences in my skin, hair, or whatnot, it's a pleasure that I enjoy and that I would repurchase for that reason. And if it does me good inside, I'm happy about that too. Another pleasure that I like to repurchase, even though it's a bit bougie, this is the Aesop Reverence Aromatique Hand Wash. If you go to a really bougie cafe or restaurant and you go to the bathroom, they often have this product. It has a little bit of like a pumice gritty texture. And I had seen this in so many cafes and restaurants and thought, oh my gosh, I'm so taken by this hand wash. And so I purchased it for myself in my home. And I'm laughing because one of my friends later on said to me, I like your new hand wash, but I really prefer the other one. So clearly a lot of people have a soft spot for this one. It does exfoliate the hands and makes the hands feel really nice and smooth, but it's mainly about the pleasure. I have a brush cleanser here. Many people ask me what I use to clean my delicate handmade Japanese brushes, and it's this, the Beauty Blender Liquid Cleanser. You want to really avoid disrupting the fibers too much. So I would just dilute this so that it doesn't get so sudsy. Just minimize the amount of suds when you go to wash your brushes. But this is, if you have expensive brushes and you really want to take care of them, something like this diluted is the way to wash. I have finished a number of fragrances. Karima, how does one finish so many fragrances during a year in which we were essentially locked down? I wear fragrance everywhere. I wear fragrance to the gym. I wear fragrance sometimes to bed. Sometimes to bed. I just think, again, it's one of those everyday pleasures that makes my life happier and better, so why not? So here I have the Zadig and Voltaire. This is her, a sweet, creamy, it's got chestnut notes, vanilla, it's gourmand, but then it's like sparkling and bright. It's like if you took a milk and then carbonated it. You really got to be in the mood for something sweet, and I actually would repurchase that one. Diptyque Eau de Menthe. This is a minty kind of fragrance. I became obsessed with the idea of mint notes in fragrances. It's quite a masculine fragrance. Women can absolutely wear it. I like a bit of a unisex vibe, but it definitely reads more masculine to my note. I won't be repurchasing this one for me, but certainly if you're looking for a amazing fragrance for a man, I love it, I love it. Floral Street London Poppy. They actually call it a fruity floral. I actually would describe it as a bright floral. So it's a bright, sweet floral. It's got notes of orange, jasmine, neroli. Fun fact, poppies, they actually aren't very fragrant. So I guess this is an imagination of what a poppy might smell like. This is kind of youthful, spring, summery. Yeah, I really did enjoy that. I'm not sure that it was unique enough that I have to go out and repurchase it right now, but I did enjoy it. You know what I've realized? I've had this year very much a Jo Malone moment. I love Jo Malone. I think that their products are so chic and everything has a little bit of an understated quality to it. The colognes are just light and fresh and really easy to wear, and I'm always in the mood for Jo Malone, it feels like. So I've got here two Jo Malone fragrances that I finished. The first one is Orange Bitters, which is a fragrance that they bring out, I think, every Christmas. It's part of their Christmas release. The idea of orange bitters, like a bitter orange fragrance, is so alluring to me. And this almost gets it right, but it tends to kind of mellow into a sandalwood, warm, musky vibe, which I also enjoy, but I wish that there was more orange bitter there. And then also Blackberry and Bay. I don't think I've finished any perfume as much as I have Blackberry and Bay. The Blackberry gives it that fruity, fresh element, very easy to wear, but the Bay kind of cuts through with that herbaceous note and makes it feel more elevated and grown up. Yeah. Continuing on with my Jo Malone theme, I've got two Jo Malone candles, Wood Sage and Sea Salt. I really love Wood Sage and Sea Salt. It's a very understated fragrance, a fragrance for people who don't really like fragrance, and the same can be said of the candle. It doesn't, intrude on your space. It just sort of lingers lightly. So if you like a soft fragrance for your house, Wood Sage and Sea Salt for sure. Oh, Lime, Basil and Mandarin. This was actually a gift from one of my beautiful friends, Katie. I love you so much, Katie. And it's citrusy, it's herbaceous, it's unisex. It's a really beautiful scent for home. I've also got another candle. This is from Diptyque, the Buyer's candle. Matilda on video gifted me this. Isn't that the loveliest thing? She's such a sweetheart. And Buyer's is my favorite Diptyque candle. It smells like rose, but in a very fresh and kind of chic way. Yeah, Buyer's, would repurchase 100%. And then my final candle I've got here is by Glasshouse, White Peach and Sea Breeze. And it legitimately smells like peaches and salt. It fills a room, but it's not overpowering. I love Glasshouse candles. And they're also, really good value. Oh, I've got one more fragrance. This is, Oh my gosh, Tom Ford. Oh, it is imperative that I repurchase this fragrance ASAP. It's Tom Ford Noir Pour Femme, and I've got the notes. I've written down the notes here. So it's got ginger, bitter orange, mandarin, orange, bergamot. So quite citrusy, gingery top notes. And then in the middle, kulfi, which is a dessert, rose, orange blossom, jasmine. So we've got some gourmand's notes. And in the base, it's vanilla, amber, sandalwood, musk. So sexy. It just hits me in just the right way. It's deep and sensual. It's more of a nighttime or a wintry fragrance. But my gosh, what a masterpiece. I hope that you guys had me on in the background while you're doing like your laundry or your dishes or something, because that felt like a really long and rambly monologue. Let me know in the comment section down below what you'd like to see from me next. And I hope that everyone is navigating these crazy times as best you can, really. That's all you can ask for, as best you can. I shall speak to you very soon.